All right, so I got a reaction coming at y'all real quick, man. I seen the sister on TikTok, man. Salute to the sister, man. I ain't been seeing her videos much on YouTube, but this popped up today, and I agree with what the sister's saying, man. Let's get into it.
What's good, y'all? So recently I've been noticing something about older black women. And let me say this first, I don't think it represents most black women, especially on a grassroots level. However, I do think it's a good enough portion on the mainstream and even grassroots level for me to at least bring this up. Now, what I'm talking about is how they dress, okay? Of course, we're blessed with this beautiful melanin, so we're gonna look a little younger than other groups regardless, okay? But where I'm seeing a problem is black women actively trying to look younger and in a tasteless way. Like, look at this. First example, Mary J, not hating on the FBA queen, we love her. Auntie, you doing it. But are you turning 52 or 25? Because I swear I've seen women in the club who was turning 25 in similar dresses. Auntie, Barbs, don't come for me, but come on, she's 40. She's 40, look at the pose. She's 52, she's 18. They got a 40-year age difference, but they in the same pose with the same clothes on. What's going on? This is not to say that...
I want to touch on something right quick, you know what I'm saying? Because we see this all the time, and it's finna get worse at the end of the day. Because we have a lot more younger women having children, and they going into these situations where you supposed to be in a mode of having to teach somebody else, and you don't know nothing either. You know what I'm saying? So we finna see a lot. We finna see a lot more of this. A lot of the people that's getting older now, they wasn't raised with two parents in the household, so that old school having an older sister to be able to teach, that shit about to be gone very soon. This is Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. Now, why did I get this? Because it's the older sisters teaching the younger sisters to dress out of order, right? They have ain't no correction going on when it comes to the dress code. And it's hard. You can't address somebody's dress code. You can't address somebody's lifestyle when your lifestyle and your dress code is messed up. For instance, like she just used Erykah Badu, right? What can you say? What can Erykah Badu say to her daughter about maybe her lifestyle or how she dressed when she doing the same thing? She in the same pose as her daughter, right? It looks kind of crazy when you think about it. This is Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 44. Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter. So we can't really fault the younger sisters, you know what I'm saying? Because they supposed to be getting taught by these older sisters, and they're not. Because these younger sisters are looking up to the older sisters, and these older sisters are out of order. Let's go and get some more right quick. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearl or costly array. So a lot of times the sisters, they try to get themselves dolled up, you know what I'm saying? They want to look nice, and ain't nothing wrong with it. But you're supposed to do it in a modest manner. You supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, dressing in a way that to avoid sexual attention. So when you pay attention to like the Erykah Badu clip, the Mary J, you know what I'm saying, clip, the dress code in these situations, all they elicit is sexual attention at the end of the day. Let me read it again. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel. You're supposed to be trying to avoid sexual attention, especially coming from a culture where women just don't want to be objectified, right? For some reason, the sisters don't want to be objectified, but they continue to objectify themselves. They put themselves in a position to be objectified, right? With shamefacedness, so they not shy. Shamefaced means shy. And sobriety, not with broader hair or gold or pearls or costly array. Because a lot of women, they put a lot of time and attention into their appearance. But when you start examining how they really move, their thought processes is not there. Verse 10, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. So the way your action is supposed to speak for you. When you walk into the room, the first thing I should be thinking is, damn, she got a fat ass. I should not be thinking that the first time I see you. We like, damn, this sister got good works, man. She got a good head on her shoulders. You know, so I like the way that sister think. But that's not, when you look at what Erykah Badu and her daughter was doing, Mary J. Blige, what she was doing, T.I. wife, she need to just like cut all that plastic out. That looks horrible. But y'all understand where I'm going with it, man. Y'all understand where I'm going.
these women have to dress like grandmas or like real conservative, real moderate, like they back in the 60s or something like that. But it's like there's still an appropriate way to dress after a certain age. Prime example, Nia Long, 52, girl. Good here, auntie, you look good. Sanaa Lathan, 51. Girl, yes, auntie, I love it. And I don't think a lot of older black women understand how that kind of brings you down like a couple notches. Like when I see older women who are dressed appropriately, dressed like my mother dresses or how my grandmother dressed, there's a degree of respect I automatically have. Like on a subconscious level. I automatically put you in the place of my mother or my auntie or as an elder or older person. So if we're in the same Fashion Nova fit, like, even if I'm not thinking it in that moment, it's still, again, a subconscious thing. I'm bringing you down to my level. Because we look...
A lot of people don't understand. This is why a lot of young people do not respect these older generations of people. We can acknowledge and see that you're full of shit. We can see it. This is Job chapter 32. I'm going to start at verse 7. I said, days should speak, and a multitude of years should teach wisdom. That's how it's supposed to be. The older you get, you're supposed to be able to get a game back down to the younger generations. I'm gonna read it again. I said days should speak, and a multitude of years should teach wisdom. Because that's what they used to say. Just keep living, right? But in a lot of cases, we can look at your life as a 50-year-old and say, nah, I'm good on your fucking advice. Verse 8, but there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding. Great men are not always wise, neither do the aged understand judgment. Now, why did I get this? Because a lot of times, especially in today's day, you have a lot of older individuals who don't understand life. They don't. They dressing out of order. When you listen to them talk, their mindset is way left. Come on, man. We got to really pay attention to that. And a lot of these younger cats, they can see, man. Because I say this all the time, right? It bothered me when the older generations talk about the millennials and down. It was y'all's job to teach us. So whatever we do that y'all don't like, it's y'all fault at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we do what we was taught. We do what we saw. So if you have an issue with what's going on, you got to address that internally. You got to address what you might have fell short on. It is what it is, because a lot of these older people, it ain't it, man. You gotta really think about the mindset, man. How do you get into these bags where as a 50-year-old mother, you posing the same as your daughter? Now I understand, and this really goes to show you just how warped we are as a community, where you want to show the world what your body look like, but you got multiple children by multiple people, and instead of being married, you out here showing everybody what your ass look like. Shouldn't nobody know what you look like but your husband? But the whole world know Erykah Badu and her daughter got a fatty. That's out of order. Why do we know what Mary J. Blige's stomach look like? Why do we know why do we know that Tiny got her ass done? Why do we know? We should not know this shit? Let's get some more right quick. I want to go back to Titus. This is Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. I'm gonna start it over. The aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, because that's not normal. What Erykah Badu is doing and showing her daughter, you're not teaching her good things. Same thing with Tiny. Your daughters can see you on stage with your ass out. What are you teaching them? Verse 5, to be discreet. We should know what your body look like. We should not know that. We should not know that. But this is the problem. It's like that whole shame thing is gone in the black community, man. It was a level of shame associated with somebody seeing your body, somebody seeing what you look like, right? According to the Bible, it say, like showing nakedness. We shouldn't see your skin like that. How we know what your belly button look like? I don't know. But salute to the sister, man, because I agree, because salute to these older sisters that got some sense. At least they being an example to show, like, look, you can be attractive without being immodest. You don't have to dress like a whore to be attractive. I want to get something right quick. Cause a lot of people, we blur the lines, and a lot of good women like to dress like the hoes. Like we didn't blur the lines. Ain't no differentiation between the good ones and the hoes. This is Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 10. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and sort of a heart. So a lot of times we get into these bags, we just think they clothes. But it's a uniform at the end of the day. You dressing for what type of attention you want. Wives dress like wives, hoes dress like hoes. It is what it is. But this the problem. Some of the women that want to be wives dressing like hoes. It don't make sense. It do not make sense. We got to bring back shame, man, because this is out of order at the end of the day. At the end of the day, this is out of order, man.
Same. Especially if you actually do look young. And that also breeds a level of disrespect within mothers and their daughters specifically. It's funny because they say don't play with me like I'm one of your little friends, but then turn around and dress like one of your little friends. Right. How you expect me not to play with you? Like, as a mother or even an auntie, an older black woman in general, you should be what we aspire to look like at that age. Not what we currently look like right now. You should have pieces, dresses, look like things I want to acquire when I get older. Things I can use to remake with my own style, but also still in alignment with my age and inspired by you. And I get it, that we're in a new age, we have social media. Then we mix in this delusional feminist propaganda that, when we're in our youth, it's not our prime. Can be just as beautiful for however long we want. Shaming beauty standards. Acting like men are predators or crazy for finding youth attractive. Then turn around and emulate that same look that they're going for in younger women. It's hypocritical and inappropriate. Like, stay on your level. Stop clinging to the past.
Man, I'm gonna stop it right there, man. Salute to the sister, man, because we need more sisters to actually come out and speak against some of this bullshit that we see out here. Because when we say it, we misogynistic, right? When we say it, you know what I'm saying, we male chauvinist pigs and all types of bullshit. When you break it down to the bare bones, what we saying is correct. You just don't want to change. It is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Hey, grandma, put your damn clothes on, man. Put your clothes on, fam. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm out.